All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
No banjos at the start? Where do I put my hands? I don't even know what to do. What's up, new guy? My name's James, better known as the Degenerate 75. And yes, I'm here on the SHIPIT station now. I'm going to start doing this show. Normally, Tambo will be on here with me, but more on that in a minute. And I'm going to do this show every Monday, the preview show, going over salaries, quick course breakdown, shit like that over here on the SHIPIT Nation channel. And I'm also going to be doing my round 4 show over here. You can see it right up there. Schedule's right there, dude. Learn how to fucking read, right? But the emergency stream is staying over on DGen 75 for the time being. So if you still want to do that, the most popular stream in all of PGADFS, somebody told me that, a little person called Fax, and round 3 showdown will also be over there. But the goal is just, you need to just sub and like here, because if you don't know, I'm going to just be doing all my shows over here eventually. So just get your ass trained to start coming over here if you enjoy the big guys content, okay? You also need to know that, yes, Wednesday, me, Hoop, and Tambo are going to be breaking down all this transition. We're going to be there to walk you through it. This is going to be the most seamless process ever. It is for you. We are doing this for you. We are trying to save you money and give you all of the best content and tools all in one place without price gouging you, right? So why pay for 2 sites when we could just give you all this shit at once? We are going to make this perfect for you. We got your back. Be looking for that show at noon. That's in the Lord's time zone. And all you new guys, I guess I got to start putting fucking slapdick Eastern on here. It's going to be 1 o'clock your time, okay? Deal with it. I'm very biased when it comes to time zones, okay? Also, if you're wondering why isn't Tambo here today, well, he flew from Phoenix back to Canada. I believe it was like 6 connecting flights. I believe there's like 2 ferries, and at some point, I'm pretty sure he has to swim in the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know. It's quite the thing. I just got a quick flight home. I'm here. And what do I do right when I get off the plane? I run on here and I make a stream for you motherfathers, all right? Don't say the big guy doesn't go hard. And can we just point out, I got this SHIPIT shirt on, right? And I've had this blue undershirt forever. I'm like, what the fuck do you wear a blue undershirt with? Now look at it. Tell me this shit ain't meant to be when you've had a blue undershirt just sitting around collecting dust. Don't tell me life doesn't work out for the big guy, okay? Go ahead and hit the like for me over here. I'll probably give away a ticket. I owe some people some tickets from last week. And make sure that you like and retweet my 24-hour tweet that'll be going out tomorrow. I'm going to give away a 555 ticket this week, okay? So on me, I'll split it with you 50-50, all right? So make sure you're liking and retweeting tomorrow. Hit the like today. I'll probably give away a $20 ticket. Let's see if we can get enough likes, all right? If you're going to be a stingy asshole and not hit the like, you can fuck off. I won't do it, all right? And yes, if you're thinking, oh, he's going to go to SHIPIT and change, not in this lifetime, pal. All right, let's get going. First things up, contest. Look, you want to know a little fact? I'm done shitting on. Okay, let me shit on him first. This 44-44 tournament that DraftKings put up for this week. First of all, it's cool that there's a millionaire maker for the Genesis. That is cool. Okay. Yes, Tiger's playing. Yes, it's a great event. Yes, it's a signature event. I get all that. But this is a fucking joke, Bob. This is a joke. If you're playing in this and there's 2 kinds of people that should be in this tournament, and I mean literally only 2 kinds of people. It should be people who are filthy fucking rich and who've probably won multiple millionaire makers, or people who've won satellites to get in it, right? That's kind of nutted. If you want a satellite to get in it, that's how you play it, all right? But if you're like, man, I'm feeling lucky this week, I'm going to go put it in there. Well, why don't you just send me $4,444 and I'll fucking come to your house and kick you in the nuts, and it'll do the same thing, right? You will get the same amount of enjoyment out of it, okay? You're welcome. No problem. So that tournament sucks. But you want to know something else? All the other tournaments are kind of fucking kick-ass, Bob. Here's that 555 that I'm going to be giving away the ticket with you. We'll spin the wheel. If you like and retweet the 24-hour one. I mean, this is about as bad of a structure as you can do for it, and it's still almost playable, right? It's still almost playable, but I know most of you aren't playing in that. But, when you go look at the big $25, it's basically 21% to first. That's as good as you're ever going to get for the main lottery, right? Look at the $5. I will say this one, 16% to first. I wish they would just make this a $400,000 prize pool, keep it at $50,000, because I'm telling you right now, this shit is going to fill by Wednesday, probably by the time my stream's over. People love this $5 drive the green. We, as a community, have decided to realize that we are casting a vote every time we play in contests, and there's a reason this bad boy fills, because they keep the payout structure so much better in it, right? the $20 3 max. There's just so many good fucking tournaments, man. The two, if you're a medium to higher level player and you're not playing in the 254 max, you're a donkey dick. This thing is nutted. This thing is nutted. I play in it every week. I play in it Showdown. It is probably my favorite contest outside of my baby, the $10 18 max, which I need to start bumping up the prizes because people love this fucking contest. But by and large, man, DraftKings is putting out good contests. They are reflecting the interest. I hope with the we're gonna look at weather in just a minute. I think with the good weather, you should probably expect to see some really good showdown contests. So overall, like, this is a good week to get slimy because after this, it's kind of like, a lot of the casuals will kind of take off the next few weeks as it's not big name tournaments. I won't because I'm a fucking tryhard and I love the nasty tournaments. But like, there's plenty of tournaments to get in this week. As always, I will just implore you to really try to play in contests in which you're going to max in, all right? You only want to play $33 this week, well then go play in a $33 single entry. You want to play $200 this week, go play in a $200 single entry. You want to make more than one lineup, well then sure, just come over to the $10 18 max and get in that instead, right? There's plenty of ways to get your money in there. Come up with how much you're comfortable playing and then determine how many lineups you want to play and then go use those contests to fill that up, right? That's how you do it. If you like 20 guys this week, well then don't play a fucking $200 single entry, right? Go play the $10 18 max. You're basically still risking the same amount of money. You're risking $180 and you can kind of get some exposure to some more players. If you make one lineup and you're like, that shit's it, and you're playing $200 this week, go toss in the $200 single entry. That is such a better way to make your money sustainable in the long run. Which, by the way, how does the $200 single entry look this week? I didn't even notice it. Quarter first. Yeah, I'm fucking watching you, DraftKings. I don't fucking know about that, all right? But people love that big number up top. We'll see. But the good news is even if some of these questionable structures, there's so many damn options. We're going to make it, right? But of course, the one contest you should be in is mine, you motherfather. Editor's going to put it over here in the chat, I hope. I think he can do that. And it is a $5 5 max now. Notice, 1,250 people in this, so I'd really appreciate you helping me get that filled. Share the link around, and I will celebrate you on the Wednesday night stream if you win. Look at that, the editor putting it over there. Look at the editor with the little SHIPIT thing. That's so cute. He is so cute. All right, a quick breakdown of the course, all right? I'm not going to go into a full course breakdown because, like I've had sex before. I don't know what you want me to say. So here we go. This is the Riviera Country Club, and let me just go ahead and tell you, one of my 3 favorite non-major courses of the year, or non-major events, I should say. I absolutely love the Genesis. If you don't know, the big guy loves carnage, and he hates fucking Birdie Fest. I was hoping we were going to get a little bit of carnage at the Waste Management with some of the storms, but all it ended up doing was delay and play, and they just got nutted conditions the whole time. So we did not get that. And here's what you want to know about the course. This course has been used to be a true bear, right? Like if you shot even bar, you're like, oh, well played. It was almost like a mini major, but the last couple of years, the course has been, it's been more gettable the last few years when you look at the winning scores, when you look at the cut scores and stuff like that, right? And here's what you want to know about this course. Hole number 1 is easy as shit. As you can see, it's basically like if you don't birdie this, you need to just fucking go home, all right? Because you're done. You're done. But after that, the rest of the course is a freaking bear, all right? There's literally only 4 holes that play under par. The 3 par 5s, because this is a par 71, right? And then the par 4 10th, the most famous hole at this course, the very high reward, high risk. This isn't like 17 at Waste Management we saw last week, the drivable par 4, because worst case scenario, you were making a par there, even if you put it in the fucking drink, right? But at this one, there are double bogeys to go around. There are bogeys to go around. This is a true risk-reward hole. And so even though it plays under par, there's still plenty of bogeys. Look at that. What is that? 16% of people still make bogey or worse on this hole, right? So there you go. When you basically only have 3 pretty gettable holes, and then one that can be a birdie but can also be a double, and then every other hole is hard, you know that these guys are in for a straight up ass kicking. Look at this. The 14th ranked hole is a break-even hole, right? There's just not a lot of great scoring on this. Traditionally, what do I look for on this course? Well, here's what I look for. You are going to need ball strikers, right? You're going to need guys. Ball striking, new guy means off the tee plus approach together, okay? But even within that, I think you specifically need to lean much more on the 150 plus metric. As you can see, the vast majority of second shots at this course are coming 150 and plus. Something, what is that, 45, 70, 72% of all shots. So guys who can spin a wedge in there, I'm out, right? And I think the other thing you really need to factor in is driving distance. Like, like off the tee is super important this week, right? Preferably they bomb it the fuck out there and they hit the fairway. That would be nice because this rough, it can be kind of tricky. And especially it's tricky when you're hitting a 189-yard shot to the green out of this Kikoya rough. I don't know. Once again, do not jerk off the grass. You got to know this, okay? So that's the big thing I'm looking for. You're going to need, if you can hit it long and straight off the tee and you're good with long irons, I'm in. Like right off the top of my head, I think of Victor Hovland, right? I pray to God that his price tag is over. I haven't looked at the prices, by the way. I want to keep it fresh in my mind. I pray to God he's like 10,600 and not a soul is going to play that mother father. And you know the big guy will play Victor Hovland. You can see the historical cut line. It's almost always over par because this course, as I've already told you, is a bear. Driving accuracy, not very easy here. Greens and regulation percentage, not very easy. When you have a low greens and reg, if you don't know what that means, new guy, that means like on a par 4, you should be on the green with 2 shots, right? If you're not, that's not a green and regulation. On a par 3, you should be on there in 1 shot. On a par 5, you should be 3. It's always 2 less, right? So the greens and regulation are lower here, which means you're going to have to scramble more, right? Scrambling is when you got to get up and down in 2 shots to do it. To make the par, right? And you can see you're going to have to scramble well. So around the greens is something we're going to be looking at this week. And yes, they are back on bumpy-ass POA. So every time you see your guy has 3 feet, 3 inches for par, and you're like, oh, thank God he's going to get me that bogey-free round. Maybe he won't because they're going to miss some 3-foot putts this week. This is that bumpy-ass POA. Deal with it. I still remember, what was it? Max Homa, when he won it, I think missed a 3-foot 5-inch putt to win it. And then went to the playoff and won in the playoff. But still, that just shows you that like these putts are not for to be taken for granted around here, right? So really, what do I need? I need guys who hit it long and straight off the tee. I need guys who are really good with long irons, who can scramble their balls off, and who don't mind missing, who can make putts on bumpy-ass POA. That's going to be a very, very small Venn diagram. This is why I like this, because it almost ends up playing like a major in that you're going to need a well-rounded game, and you are going to have tricky shots. But if I could just elaborate for 1 second on something else that I think truly separates the Genesis from the other courses. There's a lot of long, hard courses out there, right? We see a rotation of them every year at the U.S. Open, at the PGA Championship. But what makes this course really unique is it almost has some Pete Dye to it. If you're new to the game, Pete Dye is an architect who makes these really interesting lines. It's a shot maker's course, right? You're going to have to hit some shots. You're going to have to cut some balls. You're going to have to draw some balls in. You're going to have to know when to go at flags and when not, and you can really get yourself in a lot of trouble. So with that, creative players, your Spieths, your Thomases, your Tigalas, guys like that, I think also are going to need a bit of a bonus this week, right? Bubba Watson, the guy was a head case, but he was a fucking artist, and he owned this course, right? And the reason he did is because he likes to see creative shots. You got to kind of know who are these guys who encourage these creative shots, and then who's just your boring-ass TrackMan golfers that just say, I hit the ball here, then I hit the ball here, right? That's it. They just fire at every flag. Probably basically Siwoo Kim. So that is a quick breakdown of what we're looking for. It is going to be fun because once you look at this wind, or this weather, you can see, I don't think we're too concerned about weather this week, right? Hopefully some winds pop up. Maybe we catch a weather edge. But right now it looks divine. Upper 60s is going to be awesome. No chance of rain. There has been a bunch of rain in the area for the past week or so you could see some softer greens. But this isn't a course where you're really sticking it from 180, right? 180 shots are still going to bounce. It's going to have all week to bake. You can see Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Tuesday. It's just going to be just sun out, guns out, and it's going to be baking this course out a little bit. By the way, don't be afraid to toss your questions in here. I see 121 likes, or 121 people, 67 likes. That means what? We have 54 cock gobblers in here. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, okay? So there you go. That is a quick breakdown of the weather. It looks beautiful so far. The course is out here in like West LA. What is it? Over by Beverly Hills, rich fucks. All right. Here's why I love this course so much. I will never forget, what was it, 5 years ago now, 2018? 6 years ago? Jesus, okay. This is something I feel like people need to know, all right? So many people get on here, but I've always been good at DFS. Okay, what the fuck ever. No, you haven't. Here's the real truth about DFS. Back in my day when I started playing, there was nobody out there trying to help people get better, right? It was just fucking slapdicks with their stupid picks and plays, touting, just taking money from people. Kind of the same bullshit you see now, right? There wasn't people teaching anybody how to play the game. This is kind of why I started my channel and decided to do it. And the first 2.5 years, I was definitely a losing player at PGA DFS. And then for about 2 years, I became a break-even player. And I was like, man, I feel like I'm starting to figure this out. And it was this tournament back in 2018 where I really put it together, right? The first thing I did is the Bubba Watson news was that if he was going to miss the skills contest or whatever with the NBA that weekend, he was going to withdraw from the tournament. So his ownership was literally like 8% when it probably should have been about 25%. And the other thing is I started learning how to use the model. You know me, I'm not all in, the model. I'm not that guy, but I do use the model. And I thought Scott Stallings was a fucking nutted play at this tournament, right? He is a guy that does everything I was looking for and was coming in a good form. And I caught him at 1% owned. And when you get the 1% owned guy who gets T4, you have the winner at 8%, and then you have 6 guys in the top 10. I didn't win this GPP. I motherfather boat raced it, right? And we all remember that first big hit we get, right? Well, some of you probably haven't gotten it yet, but if you stick with it long enough and you have a good process, you will get there. And this was the first time that I ever remember, oh shit, I'm playing a game. I played the game well, and I got paid dividends because of it. And it was ever since this day, I have now been a winning GPP player, right? I win at PGA DFS. I just finished my 6th straight year of winning at it, right? And it's because I learned this weekend more than ever. It's not about other people's fucking shitty picks and plays. It's about having your process and identifying your Scott Stallings. Notice, only one slapdick in this whole lineup, and I found him, right? And then I also said Bubba Watson. I'm getting a very high-end player with huge win equity, negligible ownership because people are worried about this bullshit narrative that's lingering out there, right? And it was the first time I ever played the game. I got rewarded for it. This tournament will always be special to me because it was the first time I realized, oh shit, I do know what I'm doing, and these people who are giving these picks are fucking morons, and I need to hide from them. All right, let's get over to it. Let's get to some pricing. I will answer your questions. Here we go. I have not looked at the pricing. I'm going to guess there are 5 guys over 10,000, and Scotty Scheffner's got to be the highest priced. I'll guess with the strong fill, we'll go 11.3. Here we go. Scotty Scheffner, 11.5. Wow, Rory's 11.2. I got to tell you, right there, no one's playing Rory, okay? Rory has not been looking great, although I will tell you, this course you're going to hear me say this about 6 more times. This course is a really good fit for Rory, a really, really good fit. So if he's going to be 12% owned, I'll play that loser piece of shit, and then I'll bitch about him when he misses the cut, which, by the way, I think that's also important to point out. There's only, I think it's 70 players, 65, 70 players in this field, and there's still a cut, and the cut is going to be T50 and ties. So right there, and they got the 10-stroke rule, which we never see anymore, which means that if the leader's at -6 and you're at +4, you automatically make the cut because you're within 10 strokes of the lead, right? So I think legitimately less than 10 people are going to miss the cut, right? I think the rumor is Tiger wanted a cut, so they gave Tiger a cut because what Tiger wants, he gets, okay? From there, Xander at 10,100. I can guess I get that. It's just so crazy to see Xander ahead of Victor Hovland. What the fuck ever. Victor Hovland at 10,000. I was hoping he was going to be a little higher. I was hoping he was going to be like 10.6 because nobody would play Victor Hovland at 10.6. I think with him being below Xander, that might get a couple eyes on him. But once again, I think Hovland and Roy are definitely the 2 guys up here that are going to be underowned. Dude, Max Homa's playing like garbage, and he's just another guy. This is a perfect course for him. Just go look at his course history. It's not my opinion. It is a actual fact. This is the nutted course for him, right? He's hurt me the last 2 weeks, and I'm going right back to him. Colin Morikawa, I feel like this course could be a little long for him, but man, people are going to line up to play him. Same thing with Cantlay. And then I got to tell you, Iceberg, am I the only one that thinks he's going to win this? Like, he just feels like he is ready to be a breakout star. He's either going to miss the cut or win this tournament. I haven't decided which way I want to go. Why the fuck is Justin Thomas 9,100? What are we doing? Okay, right here. Here you go. You want your Donkey Chalk preview for Wednesday? Justin Thomas is going to be fucking Donkey Chalk come Wednesday. That I promise you. Why the hell is he $9,100? I mean, the guy is playing incredible. He is playing incredible. And I'm pretty sure he has pretty good course history here. Hold on. Let me go look. Yes, he does. There we go. Okay, I don't know what that pricing is about. That makes not a lick of sense. All right, so there you go. Your first Donkey Chalk of the week before I've seen anything. Justin Thomas at 9,100. Ridiculous. And I still might play him. Because we don't play Donkey Chalk. Except when we do. Guy in the back's asleep. He has to get pumped up for Wednesday. Forgive him. All right, Spieth, Finau, Fleetwood. Dude, Burns is playing good golf, man. Burns is playing like good golf. Tagala, guy I like here, and I hate to say this because you know me. I hate Cam Young and his fucking leprechaun ass, but here's what I tell you. Guy's playing good golf. I need to do a deep dive into the muddle tonight, see if I can get there. But he's playing good golf. God, I just don't like him. Well, yeah, but you got to take that out of it. I don't like Rory. I don't like Patrick Rogers. I don't like Cam Young. I will consider them all. Is Patrick Rogers even here? Do they allow loser piece of shits in this tournament? 87 likes. We're rallying hard to 100 over here. You'll love to see it. Matthew Fitzpatrick, I'm in. Wyndham Clark is playing good golf. Yes, I know he melted down Sunday, okay, but that's what you get for playing a round 4 showdown. Adam Scott, Donkey Chalk alert number 2. I was hoping he'd be 8,800, but his course history, the way he's playing at 8,200, he will be the third guy in like everybody's line. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be over 20% owned. Not a soul's playing Tom Kim, not a soul's playing Jason Day, not a soul's playing Sung J M. Will Zalatoris will probably get to like 8%, but like literally everybody's just going to play Adam Scott. Everybody's going to play Adam Scott. Keegan Bradley at a long, hard course signed my ass up. JT Poston, a terrible course fit. I still might play him just to be contrarian. Oh, good. Thank God all the hoes in the area are going to be safe. The Hogards in town. Henley, Solar, terrible course for Solar. Siwoo's playing golf. Benny Ann, ball striking Benny Ann, good around the greens. Can't putt a lick, so we might as well get him on Bumpy Poet. I think I can get that. By the way, how'd that 20% Benny Ann treat you, donkey dicks, last week? I tried to save you. From that T68. Denny McCarthy ahead of Hideki Matsuyama. What the fuck am I missing here? Denny McCarthy is priced ahead of Hideki Matsuyama at a course that you need to be good with long irons and a ball striker course. I'm going to go ahead and go, wee. I think Hideki's going to be our third donkey chuck. I don't know. People don't like Hideki, but man, the fact that like Siwoo and McCarthy and Kirk are ahead of him, I mean, just put some respect on the man's name. I think old Pennywise Corey Connors could be interesting this week. That does seem like right on the cusp of a course that could be really good. He's not long off the tee, but he's definitely straight off the tee, and he's definitely good with long irons. Let's see. Cam Davis, the Australian narrative. Don't mind it. Nick Taylor, sleepers while I'm sleepy. You're welcome, America. You are welcome for Nick Taylor. I'm just talking about my multiple hundreds of people that watch my sleepers while sleeping. No big deal. Sorry I didn't do that for all you on the YouTubes. Let's see. Anybody else? Dumpy Bo at 7,000. Woo! Oh, and Sepp Straka. Oh, we got double donkey chalk alert. Straka and Hassler. I don't know what that pricing's about. Adam Hadwin and Cam Davis ahead of these guys. What's the term I'm looking for? Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing with this pricing? Kurt Kitayama, gonna be popular. Oh shit, loser face Patrick Rogers is here. 6,800. Yeah, it's probably because he's never had 69. Okay, Todd, Brennan Todd, let's see. Oh, Taylor Montgomery's actually not that bad, except when he is. I don't like him long, hard courses. Bezel grind his dick. Schenkel grind his dick. Cheesesteak Hoagie, not a chance. Just looking for any. Oh, Tiger Woods. Somebody said over under 7,500. I said Tiger would be 74. He's 6,500. Believe me, he will get at least 5% ownership. Crazy. Lukey Gloves in about 15% of my lineups last week and overslept. I think he got the shit beat out of him and he was still unconscious from the night before. It's only a theory. I can't prove that, but it makes a lot of sense if you think about it rationally. Let's see. Kevin, you have me at hello. Fuck that guy. Dude, if Charlie Hoffman would have won this last week, I think I would have retired from PGADFS with his stupid green glove, winning the waste management. Just two on brand, pal. What else do we got here? Seamus Powell. Oh, is this? Oh, he must be Chase Johnson. I know that guy. That's got to be a sponsor invite because he is not like these others. He's not good at golf. There's that little fact about him that I know. Man, Gare Bear. I want to believe in Gare Bear at a long, hard course, but man, he sucks. He's just not playing well. Great. Yeah. It gets pretty gross down here, honestly. The last one, Taylor Moore's playing sneaky good. And he averages 69 points per round. Nice. Or per tournament. There you go. That's a quick breakdown of the prices. My big takeaway is this. I think that there are some guys who are immaculate course fits for this course. Rory, Hovland, Homa. And these guys are going to get overlooked. They're going to get overlooked based on their salary and the players around them. So I'm going to very happily pivot to Rory and Hovland and Homa this week, presuming that they're going to be lower owned than those around them just based off of recent form, right? Because sometimes, recent form, especially with elite players, can be overrated. And the fact that Hovland took last week off of the waste management with Drew, I think he probably went and worked on some shit and might have gotten a little bit better, right? So let's get to some questions. Oh, I see 100 likes, but before we do, editor, go ahead and draw me a name from the chat real quick. While the editor's drawing that name, before I get to questions, do not forget, if you were a member at my site, chill the fuck out. Emails are going out tomorrow. I got you. We'll have you a code. We'll get you over to SHIPIT. Everything's going to be taken care of for you. It's going to be cheaper than what you pay on my site unless you want to upgrade to something fancier. For all of you that are not members, use that code DGEM15 and go ahead and get over at SHIPIT. My stuff will be there starting this week. My sleepers while I'm sleepy, my Rosetta Stones, all of it will be over there. there, and we're just going to slowly keep migrating everybody over there. You will not miss a single tool or a single minute of content. That I fucking promise you, pal. If you have questions, I know a lot of you are old. You're like, what in the hell is going on? I can't figure this shit out. Right here. You see this? Email support@dgen75 or twitter.com/supportdgen75, and they will get you taken care of. Okay? I pay these motherfathers, so fucking make them earn their paycheck. All right? For the drawing, where's our drawing editor? Hold on. Let me get. The big guy needs a swig. Got the Perrier flowing. Hot as balls in here. Wasn't hot as balls in Phoenix. Can confirm. All right. While he does that, I'll start answering some questions. Let's see. Let's get the pricing. All European week. I don't know. I mean, Euros can grind their balls. That's my favorite thing about them, David. But I also, a lot of the Euro players aren't noted for being bombers off the tee. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I promise you, editor didn't have it set up. He fucking forgot all about this. We'll get to the drawing. If he doesn't do it by then, if he doesn't have it up by 4:30, somebody remind me, and I will. He's texting me, and I will. I'll just ask a trivia question. I cannot draw names on this channel. Recommend you do some trivia. All right, here's your trivia question. Here is your trivia question. The week that I won this, right? The week that I won this, at the 2018 Genesis, who were the two chalk donkeys I really needed to fuck off on Sunday so that I could go win this GPP? The first person who can tell me the two chalk donkeys that I had to fade, you will win. As a matter of fact, yeah. How about this? I'll give away 2 tickets for the first 2 people that name the chalk donkeys I needed to fuck off on Sunday so I could win this GPP. Steven's already said Rory over here. Nope, you're done. Once you've guessed once, you're done. You get 1 guess, Steven. Don't be a cock gobbler. All right. First, so that's all I need to know. Who are the 2 chalk donkeys on Sunday in this tournament I needed to fuck off so I could boat race this tournament to win it all? That is the question to win 2 tickets. Luke List, no. Spieth, no. Keep guessing. DJ, Daniel Collins wins 1 of them. Daniel Collins, DJ was 1 of them. You got it in first. Daniel Collins, you win. Shoot me a DM. I will get you hooked up, okay? DJ's 1, so we're looking for the other one. Nope, it is not Rose. It is not Patrick Reed. It is not Adam Scott. It is not Rom. It is not. Okay, you guessed twice. You don't get that. Okay, you're guessing. You only get 1 guess. You only get 1 guess, pals. DJ's gone. You get 1 guess. I'll give you a clue. He is he's not American, and he's on live. There you go. There's your 2 clues. If you to win a ticket. There you go. Morikawa. What was Morikawa, like 12 back in 2018? All right, you guys keep guessing. Garcia. Poulter. Nope. Leishman. Usti. Cam Smith. There it is. Garrett Chamberlain gets it. Garrett Chamberlain wins. Garrett. And who was my first guy? And Daniel, shoot me a DM on Twitter, or if we're on the same Discord, shoot me over there. A $20 ticket, or what is it? A $25 ticket this week, right? Yeah. And the big one, we'll put it in here. We'll go try to win $250,000. If we win it, I will ship you half of it. Other than the $20, I am going to take that $20 out, so I will technically only ship you $124,980. Okay? Or no, 900. Yeah, 980. Yep. I hate to be that way. I'm a stickler. Actually, it'd be 90, right? Because we'd be splitting the winnings. All right, let's get to some questions real quick. Let's have a week, you motherfather. Stars and Scrubs week? I don't know, man. Looking at those Scrubs, bro, I was not dying to play a lot of these guys in the 6,000s, right? Especially once you get below 6,500. So I'll have to do some research and try to find some guys down there, but I didn't love it. There'll be banjos for some of them, Nick, but those will probably be over on my channel, right? We got to do the SHIPIT one over here at SHIPIT. Quit being a whiny bitch. All right, let's see. SHIPIT Nation plus DGen, best site in the industry. That's going to be the goal. And not only the best site in the industry, the most affordable. Imagine having the best product and being the most affordable. Fucking crazy idea. Would you play Tiger even if he was min price? I wouldn't. Because the lower his salary is, people will just play him. I'd like Tiger. I need to play him. I mean, I just, no. All right, how many ranch waters were had by the big guy? God dang, too many, man. I hadn't drank in 4.5 months, and I'm pretty sure my liver is still sitting somewhere in a tarmac in Phoenix, Arizona right now. I mean, I'm dead. I am dead. I will never drink again. Here's my new rule for the rest of my life. If I'm not on vacation, I'm not fucking drinking alcohol. Dims the rules. All right, the cut is only 15 people. Well, that's not exactly true. It could be more or less, but it's not going to be very many. I would basically play it like a no-cut event, Pentrini. Let's see. Hey, it's the big guy. What's up, Go-Birds? Looking through the chat. If I don't see a question mark, I'm skipping your ass. Look at Billy. Billy chopping the frickin' what was it last night? One of the gauntlet, the best ball gauntlet for playoff football. Just needed Juwan Jennings to go off. Juwan Jennings said, sit down, Billy. I'll just score every fucking point in this game. They're cut this week with 70 players. Yes, it's T50 and ties. Billy says that a comp course is Quell Hollow. I don't know that I agree with that, but I also don't hate it. That's where I go with that. All right, Brian Giles says, wave stack didn't work out for me last week, but if you make 10 or less lineups every week, sometimes it doesn't work out. The weather did end up playing how he said. I didn't think that they would pull them off of the course for rain, and so it ended up moving those other guys into the better thing, right? But with no electricity in the air, typically you do not want to bet on a course to have delays, right? That when you see electricity in the air, that's when they usually call it. Very rarely do they call it just due to rain. So a little bit of bad luck there if you were playing the weather edge. I was there with you. It happens, right? We're playing a game, and if it worked out every time, there'd be no debate about ever even doing it, right? What is your favorite hole at TPC Scottsdale / Waste Management? 17. I mean, it's fucking stupid, but I like it. Do we see a Brontosaurus break through this week? I'm kind of warming up to it, Dougie. I'm kind of warming up to it, pal. I want to believe if he's under 10%, I will probably play him. Any advice, please, on single entry contests? Yeah, here's what you do. You start by going and finding the 2 or 3 guys that you really like this week, right? Guys that you were convinced are either going to win or exceed expectations, and don't even worry about their ownership, right? From there, I think that you want to make the last 3 spots in your lineup maybe either a strategic pivot or 2 or a strategic sleeper or 2, because what you don't want to do is build a single entry full of just 5 or 6 chalk donkeys, right? Now, if those 3 guys you pick are all chalk donkeys, well, then I think you really want to make a point to make a pivot or 2 or a sleeper or 2 with those last 3 spots in your lineup, right? But more than anything, don't get off guys you love simply because of ownership and single entry. Tony Finau looks like a 12-year-old in that photo. He plays like a 12-year-old. Big guy Eastern time zone. Got a lot of new guys, B-Mac. Got to take care of them. I don't like stars and scrubs this week. Seems like a pretty strong field. Big pivot week? Yeah, I mean, when there's a bunch of strong names, I'm already telling you, Scheffler, Xander, Morikawa, Iceberg, Thomas are going to be popular, right? I think guys like Cantlay, Homa, Rory, and Hovland are probably going to get forgotten about. Not forgotten about, but probably be at least 50% lower owned. Killer Keith, a number off the tee. Killer Keith kind of makes sense here. Killer Keith's kind of starting to play golf again. I've always been other than the fact he wears a visor, that's -1 stroke around. But other than that, I kind of like Killer Keith's. Killer Keith's up in the house. You leave for 5 days. All right. Good job to my winners. Cam Smith, Garrett Chamberlain. Great call on Cam Smith, you motherfather. All right, let's see. Andy, I know that guy. We threw some dice together. Actually, we never did throw dice together, but we did get on 16 together. Picks incoming on Wednesday. It's going to be so cute. I look fat in that picture, Andy. Fucking crop it next time. Cam Smith is European. Did I say he's European? I thought I just said non-American. Did I say European? Maybe I said that. Cam Smith. Oh, I really said European? I know he's from Australia. I just meant to say I thought I said non-American. I said European? I don't know that I said that. I'll go rewind it later, but fuck you and fuck Billy. Okay. You guys are both loser bitches. All right, I'm kidding. I hung out with them in Phoenix. They're great guys. 18 max, normal PGA Tour event. What's the number of players in your player pool? Or how many is too many? So on an 18 max, I usually keep my player pool between 14 and 16, but I like whenever I'm playing a fewer number of lineups to keep my player pool like a toiga, right? But I think if you want to play up to 20, that's okay. But here would be the rule I tell you. If you're going to play 18 lineups, Jeremy, just make sure that you get every player in at least 3 of those 18, because the worst thing that could happen is you nail that sleeper and then you only have him in 1 lineup. You want to have some equity in that guy if your sleeper gets there. If your Scott Stallings gets there for you, you want to be able to have multiple lineups where he's nutted, right? That was not the only lineup I played Scott Stallings in that week, right? So I'd encourage you to have a rule in place that you get every person in at least 3 of your 18 lineups. That's what I would say to you, right? You like course history for this tournament? I very much do, Cody. I very much do. I will be looking strong at course history. Faux shizzle, bo dizzle. When you say everyone will play Adam Scott, does that mean, okay, so he won't be like, Jeff, if I had to guess, I would guess that he would probably come in about 17 or 18%, Adam Scott is. But whenever you start to get down to the low 8Ks, anything over 15% is, woo, donkey chalk alert, right? I don't think he's going to be runaway 25%. I just mean he's going to be noticeably higher owned than Tom Kim, Jason Day, Sung JM, Will Brontosaurus. Was Scotty going to play like the number 1 player in golf? I mean, he does play like the number 1 player in golf. He was definitely going to win that tournament until he missed like 2 short putts in a row, right? I don't know. If you watch Scotty and you don't think that guy's a badass, I don't know what to tell you. He's just also kind of a dipshit that can't make a short putt. No, you said non-American. Thank you, Jay Still. Billy and A.D. Smith can eat a bag of dicks. Thanks, Jay Still. It wasn't the picture making you look like, leave Andy alone, please. It wasn't the picture making you look fat. Leave Andy alone. Yeah, that's right. I mean, it could just be Andy super ripped. So maybe Eden's even in the house? I got my whole fucking squad here. Who's the most handsome golfer in the field? Well, last week was definitely Nick Taylor. We had a big debate about this. We were talking about how ugly golfers are and how there's no fucking non-ugly golfers. And I said Nick Taylor is the least ugly golfer. So I guess we got to go Adam Scott. Classically handsome Adam Scott. All right, Garrett says, feel like a Sam Ryder will be massive chalk in single entry. How do you go about adjusting ownership for single entries? Yeah, another great question, Garrett. I would say this. Here's a good rule of thumb for PGA. When you go higher limits or you go to single entry instead of MME, which stands for mass multi-entry, I think a good rule of thumb is you just go 20%, multiply by 20%, right? So if I have him at 20% in the big field, I think that you multiply that by 20%, he'll be 20% higher. He'll be more like 24 or 25% in single entries, right? It's about a 20 to 25% increase. If a chalky guy is 30% owned in the main, he's usually going to be something like 38, 39% owned in single entries. 20 to 25% is a good markup to guesstimate what their ownership will be in the higher limits and in single entry. And yes, I do jerk off to all this ownership, so I know this shit way too well. Because the big guy is a tryhard. The big guy is a tryhard. Rumor has it you were the one that Zach Johnson was being a whiny bitch to. No, it was not me. You know how you should know it's not me? Because Zach Johnson's not laying out unconscious on the ground. All right, Nick Taylor is in the field. Did he get uglier with a win? No. As handsome as ever. As handsome as ever. Sleepy while I'm sleepy. Do you guys buy anything into the winners being elevated event, regularly playing the course before it was one, or irrelevant? Yeah, I think, Ben, you know me. I'm always going to lean on guys that have played before, right? I like them to be familiar with the course. And the cool thing about this course is I think that there is a lot of creativity in this course, and I think that these guys are going to need to know how to shape some shots and do some stuff. And, of course, being at that course before helps. In that sense, I think it's like Augusta. We're being there before, dealing with some uneven lies, dealing with some tricky shots, some shots that don't fit your eye. I think we'll be there, right? So, yes, I would give a lean to guys who have played there before over guys who haven't, but I'm also, like Iceberg, heaven forbid he's like 7% this week, or hell, if he's 12%, I'm playing him, right? But I just have a feeling he's going to be like 25% on. I can feel it in my loins, boy. I can feel it in my loins. LeBron, what's up, fellas? All right, good chat today. I appreciate it. On the short notice, still got 150 of you motherfathers in here. 121 likes. Still 25 people watching who refuse to hit the like button. What dickheads. All right, guys, this has been real. Look at me. You need to remember, Wednesday, me, Tambo, Hoop, will be breaking down all of this, showing you how everything's going to work. All of you that are on my team, you will be getting that code tomorrow to get you over to SHIPIT. We got you taken care of. And for all of you who have never signed up, you've always been on the fence. You're like, I like that DJ, but he only does golf. Well, don't worry. I fucking do it all now because I'm at SHIPIT, and I met the whole team this weekend. Let me tell you, those guys, they cover sport. You want to know people who cover sports as hard as I do? The SHIPIT crew, right? You just go look at the MMA coverage, the NBA, the MLB. I promise you they have everything. So now you're getting everything I do. You love everything I do. Now you get all of that. You just use that code, and you get all of that for all of the sports, right? Plus, if you didn't see Tidal running in on that horse on Wednesday, what the fuck were you watching? Use that code DGen15, and you can go ahead and get over there and start getting everything. My projections will be loaded over there. My ownership will be loaded over there. Sleepers while I'm sleepy. Round 1 showdown, round 2 showdown, round 3 showdown, round 4 showdown. Everything will be over there starting this week, right? So go sign up there. You can't even sign up on my site because we fucking closed it down. We are going to SHIPIT. It is going to be the best community out there. If you're worried about, it's going to be different. No, it's not. Okay, I'm still going to be one of the bosses over there. I'm still going to make sure that everything is the way we want and making it the best environment with you, which isn't going to be hard because they share these same values I do, okay? All right, guys, it's been real. It's been fun. The big guy's got to run. I didn't mean to rhyme. It shouldn't be a crime, but now I'm going to hit this outro.
All systems go. Clear for liftoff.